Hey guys, welcome back to Boss Key TV. This is Anselmo, and this is a top 10 list. I told myself a while back that I was not going to do top 10 list on this channel. But then I told myself, hey, I should make a top 10 list of reasons why I shouldn't, and I couldn't think of any reasons not to. So I'm doing it. This first episode is going to be my top 10 most overrated games and or game series. Now, a little disclaimer. This list, by no means, these games are bad. Overrated does not mean bad. Overrated means they've been bloated by legend or myth or sales. They're just over bloated through a cultural lens. Not that they're bad. Most of these games aren't bad. Actually, all these games aren't bad. Some might be more mediocre than others, to me, but none of these games are bad. They're just overrated. To me, my opinion. Deals. All right. First up, number 10 is going to be the Batman Arkham series. The entire. Now, I did like the first game. Arkham Asylum, fantastic. Basically threw together a 3D action-adventure Metroidvania, but you're the Batman. It's a Batman simulator through the lens of Metroidvania. Absolutely fantastic. It was kind of revolutionary at the time, but then the sequel came out, Arkham Knight, and it kind of blew up from there. From that point on, they kind of went, instead of a Metroidvania Batman, they kind of went to like a GTA Batman. Where the world got bigger, and more expansive, and it just wasn't my bag, baby. I just couldn't get into it. Everyone else did, but I just couldn't see the appeal. It was just, they're great games. They're great games. I even played a little bit of the newest one, and they're all great looking games. They all play really great, but they're a little overrated to me. That's why they're number 10 on my list of most overrated games ever. Now, number nine, the Kingdom Hearts series. Now I know people, you don't understand. You don't understand, this is like the best game ever. Okay, I really wanted to love this game. I remember when it came out, I love Disney movies. I love Final Fantasy games. I love action RPGs. I should be gushing over this game. I really should. And I get the appeal. I really do get the appeal. Obviously, because I wanted to like it. I just couldn't get into it. I think they're messy, bloated, overrated games. They're good games. I played maybe a third of the first one. I try multiple. Once a year, I usually try to give the series a chance. I just can't get past that first game. People are like, you skip it. No, I can't skip it. Yeah, a little overrated to me. Some people say this is the best game series ever. I must disagree. And that's why that's number 9 on my top 10 most overrated games in the world. Next up, number 8. The Smash Bros. Series. The Smash Bros. Do you guys even Smash Bros? Oh my god. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I played the hell out of Smash Bros. The hell. There is no more hell left in Smash Bros. Because I've played it all out. But to say this game is like the best game ever, that's crazy. That is crazy talk. Now, the game is fun. The game is a great party game. People say this is like the best fighter. This is the best fighter in the world. And Selmo, don't you realize that this game is just the best fighter? It's not even a fighter. It's a party game. It's a party game where you bash and smash each other. And people always just like, Melee is the essential. That's the only good Smash Bros. Game. Brawl is totally nerfed. Blah, 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 blah. They're all the same. they're all the same. They're all the same. You pick franchise characters and beat the shit out of each other with them. A blast. I still play it. But definitely an overrated series. And that's why that's number 8 on my top overrated games. Next up is number 7. Number 7 is the Assassin's Creed series. This is another series I've tried multiple times to get into. And it's so strange because it has everything I want in a story. It's got the Illuminati, and, it's got conspiracy aspects. It's got genetic memories. It's got cool sci-fi elements. It's just super cool. It sounds super cool. It sounds like an X-Files episode. I'm totally into it. Then I played it. I've tried to play the first one multiple times. Again, people say, just skip the first one. It's not good. Look, if the first game is so bad that it's worth skipping, I'm not gonna just jump to the second game. I ain't got time for that. It's just, they always play badly. They always just play awkwardly to me. I guess I see the appeal, but God, the only game of that series I've ever actually liked playing was Black Flag. And personally, Ubisoft could have just scrapped everything about that game that had to do with Assassins or Creed or genetic memory or all that bullshit, and just had a pirate game. Why didn't they just scrap it, make a new IP, fucking pirates? Just in your ships, shooting. Why don't you do that? Because that's what everyone really wants. But that series as a whole, I digress, but that series as a whole, extremely overrated. And I think it wasn't until Unity that the fans finally realized that Ubisoft was just taking them to town, just pumping out bullshit every year. And that's definitely why this is number 7 on my top 10 most overrated games ever. Next up, number 6. Number 6, the Far Cry series. The entirety, actually, I can't say the whole series because I've only played 3 and 4. But oh man, again, this is a series I really wanted to like. It's first-person sandbox shooter. First-person sandbox shooter. When I heard that, I'm like, oh cool, I like Fallout. I'll probably like this game. It looks good. It looks really good. On a technical level, it looks really good. But then I played it, and oh man, the missions are so boring. They're so boring. It's like Assassin's Creed. The missions are so boring. I just couldn't get into the series. As you can tell, most of these games on the list are games that I wanted to like. I went in with a positive attitude, but they just didn't live up to the hype. And Far Cry was definitely one of those games, because especially when 3 came out, it was touted as just, oh man, the main villain, he's like one of the best villains ever. And you can do anything. It's like this big open world sandbox. You can just go around and shoot an animal and have animals help you, and cool, I'll give it a chance. And I played maybe 5 hours with the controller. Definitely, I can, again, all these games, I can see the appeal, and I just ain't doing it for me, baby. Alright, and that's why next is number 5. Now, 5 through 1 might be a little more, let me say, people might totally disagree with me on these. But number 5 is going to be Ocarina of Time, The Legend of Zelda. I know. We're that's not an overrated game. It's not only is that the best Zelda ever made, but it's the best video game ever created. Duh. It's not. It's not. These last 5 ones, most of them are The only reason people praise them so much is because of their cultural influence, which you cannot deny the cultural influence of a game like Ocarina of Time. It's huge. Not only did it bring the Legend of Zelda series to full 3D, but it really laid the framework for pretty much every 3D action RPG or just kind of action game after that. You can't deny that. But what you can't also deny is going back to the game. Go back to the game, not the polished 3DS version, but the 64 version. It doesn't look good. It doesn't play well. The Hyrule Field, God, in 97, 98, Hyrule Field was amazing. It was amazing. Go back to it now, it's just this barren, flat. There's like nothing there. There's like a few things to see there. I can't say that the game holds up. There are definitely better Zelda games as a whole. But I gotta say, Ocarina of Time is the most overrated Zelda game. It did tie with Majora's Mask. That's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, that's why Ocarina of Time is number 5 on my top 10 list of most overrated games. Next up is number 4. Motherfucker Conker's Bad Fur Day. Oh my god, Conker's Bad Fur Day is so hilarious. He's this dirty little squirrel, and he goes around and he makes fart jokes and dick jokes. Oh look, they're parodying the Matrix. I don't. This is one game out of my list I don't see the appeal. I just don't. I don't know how people can pay $120, $150 for this game. It's mind-boggling. And it's not a bad game. I've played a little bit of it. It's a rare game. It plays well enough. It plays well. It's just, I do not understand the expensive price tag on this thing. It's crazy. The only cultural relevance that this game has is the fact that it's probably the only rated M game on the Nintendo 64. That's its claim to fame. Ooh, M rating. Still not interested. Not interested. Definitely number 4 on my top overrated games of all time. Next up, number 3. Everyone probably will disagree with me. Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII. I love Final Fantasy VII is my most played Final Fantasy game. I've played through that game. I can't even count the amount of times that I've played through this game. I love this game. This game is integral to my teenage years. But my god, is it overrated? Because, oh my god, it's not the best RPG ever. It's not the best game ever. It's just absurd if you think that. Again, this game is very culturally relevant. It not only revolutionized RPGs into the 3D realm, but it also kind of ushered in the golden age of Japanese role-playing games in the West. There was the previous golden age, 16-bit era, but that was definitely small in scale compared to the PlayStation. PlayStation just rocked. Anyway, I digress. Final Fantasy VII just... I mean, it does still hold up. Maybe not graphically. But, I mean, it's just not a great game. It's not the best Final Fantasy. It's not the best game. It still has a lot of pacing flaws. It has a lot of translation issues. The translation's pretty bad. And it just... I can't say it's the best Final Fantasy game. I can't. But next up, I can say that number 2 on my list of the top 10 most overrated games is going to be a recent game. BioShock Infinite. BioShock Infinite. Now, this game was superbly hyped. Oh man, this game was hyped. It was hyped like crazy. It looked gorgeous. You know, it took the underwater claustrophobia of the first 2 BioShocks and brought it up to the sky. Just this awesome game. Played through it. I liked it. I can't say I didn't like it. I liked playing it. But man, it got like 10 out of 10s, and Game of the Years, and I don't know where that shit came from because that wasn't the game I played. The game I played was riddled with shallow gameplay, terrible AI. Terrible AI. The cops acted like splicers. Like, there's no reason that a cop should just run at you like a maniac. You know, it's not like cops would, you know, act like cops or anything. No, it just 10 of them are just going to run at you and go, "Blah!" Because that's what cops do, right? No, that's what splicers do. It's like they took the AI from the first 2 BioShocks and they just plopped it onto a new skin. It was terribly lazy. The weapon choices were weak. The magic system, or they were called tonics, I think. Terrible. There were different kinds, but you didn't need to use any of them. I don't know. Overrated game, definitely. Now, number one of my top 10 most overrated games is going to be GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64. Now, this game definitely, again, revolutionized first-person shooters on consoles, especially the multiplayer gameplay on consoles. Before then, there was really no multiplayer first-person experience on consoles. It was really just PCs that got that, you know, with Quake and Duke Nukem. That was the only place you could really LAN up and have some sweet, you know, PvP action. But when GoldenEye came out, whoo, man, that just blew everybody out of the water. It was amazing. It was amazing. Not only was the multiplayer awesome, but the single player was great. I remember at the time I was blown away about how real it looked. It looks just like the movie. Look at this. It's mapped out just like the movie. It starts like the movie. And, oh my god, look how easy. Great. Now, flash forward almost 20 years later. The game is terrible. It controls like shit. It looks like shit. It's just shit. Now, this is the most effective example of cultural relevance versus objective quality. This game is not quality anymore. It's just not. It belongs in a museum. It belongs in a museum. Because that's the only place it could really get the respect it deserves. Because this game just does not hold up. People talk about it like it's still... They talk about it like it's still the greatest game. They talk about it like it's still the greatest first-person shooter in the world. And it's not. I don't even like Call of Duty. You know? But you can't say that GoldenEye is better than Call of Duty. Because objectively, Call of Duty plays and looks a hell of a lot better than GoldenEye. Well, I mean, I could keep on going, but, I mean, looks like you got something to do. But, thank you for joining me on today's top 10 list. If you have any comments, if you hate all of my choices, if you love any of my choices, if you have choices of your own, put them in the comments. If you like the video, hit like. If you dislike it, hit dislike. And thank you, especially you. I see you for watching. You have a good day.